Very good morning, students. In the previous video, we have completed the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor having a dielectric slab. We have seen some cases in which if we have n number of slabs or if we replace a slab of metal, right? In this video, we'll see the combination of capacitances. It means in a circuit, in electrical circuit, only one capacitor is not required. There are number of capacitors we require in different configuration. So what we do, we assemble the capacitors in different configuration. There are two main configuration of the capacitance, that is series combination and the parallel combination. So we'll see how the series combination of capacitor work and how the voltage and charge distribute in these configuration. So let's check it out. The first configuration or combination of capacitance is series combination. Combination of capacitors. Very first combination is series the very first combination is series combination. First, let's see the circuit diagram of the series combination. You can see in the diagram, the one plate of the capacitor is directly connected to the another plate of the second capacitor, and so on. Let's say we have capacitance of this capacitor is C1, C2 and C3, and it is connected with a voltage source V. Now, how the charge is distributed in these capacitors? Like we have studied in the class 10th, if we have a series combination of resistance, then in series combination the current in each resistance is same, and now we know that current is nothing but charge upon time. Similarly here, these capacitors are connected in the series. So like in this resistance, in series current is same everywhere. So similarly in this combination, the charge will be same on each of the capacitor, and will be equals to Q and Q, and which is equal to the total charge provided by the battery V. But in series, the voltage divided in each capacitor. So let's say in the V1 is the potential across the first capacitor, V2 is second voltage in the capacitor, and similarly V3 is the voltage in the third capacitor. The very first thing you have to remember, in series combination, voltage on each capacitor, the potential difference on each capacitor is different, that is V1, V2 and V3, and the charge on each capacitor will be Q, that is the total charge provided by the battery. Now, from the formula, we know that V is equals to Q by C. This is the formula. So from this formula we can find out the potential difference across each capacitance. So that is why what will be V1? V1 will be Q upon C1, because we know that the total charge on the capacitor is Q on each of the capacitor. What will be V2? That will be Q upon C2, and similarly V3, it will be Q upon C3. So by using these formula, we can find out the potential difference across each capacitor. Now, what will be the total capacitance of the capacitor? We have to calculate this in this part. If you see from in this circuit, these potential differences are basically taken from the battery V. So if we add all of these voltages, that will be equal to the total voltage of the battery or the voltage source. So the total V will be equals to nothing but V1 plus V2 plus V3, the total voltage or the total potential difference of the voltage source. Now from the equation number 1, you can see that the V is equals to Q upon C, and basically this is the C equivalent, the total combination of the capacitance. We know that it's called as equivalent capacitance. V1 is Q upon C1 plus V2 is Q upon C2 and V3 is Q upon C3. We can take Q common from this expression, and we take the Q common, we'll get 1 upon C equivalent is equals to 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2 plus 1 upon C3, and this is the equivalent capacitance in the series circuit, right? Let's revise once again. We have a circuit having capacitance C1, C2 and C3. Now these capacitors are connected in the series. Now a voltage source is connected. Now because they're in series, the potential difference across each capacitor will be different. That will be V1 across C1, V2 across C2 and V3 across C3. But the charge remains constant, because in series, like in the series, in the resistance case, the current remains constant, and current is nothing but Q by T. So that is why the charge on each capacitor will be same. The same charge will be induced in each of the capacitance, right? Like say generally you can see that suppose we have some plate, right? Like we have one plate, you have given a positive charge here, right? So now let's say this is a negative plate, this negative charge will induce. Now if this plate is connected to one more plate, what will happen? The charge will induce in this plate, and similarly this will induce a similar charge in all the plates of the capacitor, and that is why the charge remains same in the series combination. So this is the formula where we can calculate the combination of capacitance in series. 1 upon C equals to 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2 plus 1 upon C3. Suppose we have two capacitance, then for two capacitance it will equals to 1 upon C equivalent equals to 1 upon C1 plus 1 upon C2, right? See, instead of doing applying this formula, if we have two capacitances, see what I'm saying? If we have two capacitances, if we have two capacitors instead of 3, 4, we can use a direct formula. How? Take the LCM. So when you take the LCM, this formula will become C equivalent equals to C1 C2 plus C1 plus C2, right? So this formula is very useful when we have two capacitors in series, right? If we have more than two, then it is easy to apply this formula, but if we have two capacitors, then we can direct apply this formula and calculate the equivalent value of the capacitance. Now there are some cases. What are the special cases? Let's see. Suppose we have uh, some capacitors having same value of capacitance. Means we have n number of capacitors, right? And they are connected in series, and the value of each capacitance is C, right? They are n number of capacitors. How do we calculate the capacitance? It's very simple. To calculate the equivalent capacitance in this case, directly apply the formula C upon N. What is C here? C is the capacitance of the capacitor and N is the number of capacitor. N is the number of capacitor. Alright? So, this is your series combination. The point to remember in this case is first that the charge on each capacitor is always remain same, and that will be equal to the total charge provided by the battery. Second, the voltage or the potential difference is different in each cases. In each capacitance, voltage will be different, and you can find the capacitance from this formula. Okay. One more important thing, when we calculate the equivalent capacitance in this combination, always remember the value of equivalent capacitance is always less than the smallest capacitance in the circuit, right? Understand this with the example. Suppose we have let's say we have three capacitances. I'm taking here. Let's say C1 is 2 microfarad, C2 is let's say 4 microfarad, and C3 is let's say 6 microfarad, right? So what is the smallest capacitance in this case? That is 2 microfarad, right? And what I said, when you find the equivalent capacitance, the equivalent capacitance value will be less than the smallest capacitance in the circuit. That means when you solve by applying this formula, the value of the equivalent capacitance will be less than 2 microfarad. Let's check if it is working. So see, 1 upon C equivalent will be equals to 1 upon 2 microfarad plus 1 upon 4 microfarad plus 1 upon 6 microfarad, right? So when you solve it, the LCM will be 12. So this will be 6 plus 3 plus 2, 1 upon C equivalent. So 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 2 is 11. So this will be equals to 11 upon 12, or 1 upon C equivalent equals to, C equivalent equals to 12 upon 11. So when you solve it, it will be around 1.1 something, right? And you can see that the value is less than 2 microfarad, okay? It will be 12 upon 11 microfarad, which is less than 2 microfarad. So by this method you can check your answer, right? If the equivalent capacitance answer is coming more than 2 microfarad, that means you have done some mistake, right? Now the next we will do the parallel combination. So this is how we can calculate the capacitance, the equivalent capacitance of a capacitors when they are connected in series. Now the next configuration is the combination in parallel. So let's see. In parallel combination, each capacitor is directly connected to the voltage source. Like in our whole household circuit, each appliance is directly connected to the AC mains, so that each appliance get the equal amount of voltage that is coming from the voltage source. Similarly, in the capacitor also, if when the capacitors are connected in the parallel, each capacitor got equal amount of voltage from the voltage source. Here is the arrangement of parallel combination. Let's see, this is C1, C2 and C3. Okay. Now as I said, they are connected in parallel, so voltage across each capacitor will be seen. So across this capacitor is V, again this is V and this is V, which is equal to the total source voltage. But now in this case, the charge collected in the on the plates will be different for different capacitors. So for C1, charge will be, let's say, Q1, and for this is Q2, and for this it is Q3. If this is a positive plate, so this will be the positive plate, like this. So this is the arrangement of parallel combination. Now how we can calculate this? The total charge given by the battery Q will be equals to the amount of charge collected on the capacitor, that is Q equals to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3, that is total amount of charge collected on the capacitor. What will be Q1? Q1 will be C1V, that's the formula. So Q1 will be C1V, similarly Q2 will be C2V, and Q3 will be C3V, right? Also, if we calculate a total amount of charge, then it will be Q equals to C equivalent into total source voltage, right? This is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. Now put the values from Q1, Q2 and Q3 in equation number 1 and from 2. This will become C equivalent into V is equals to the C1V plus C2V plus C3V. When you take V common, you will get C equivalent, in this case C1 plus C2 plus C3. So this is the equivalent capacitance in the parallel combination. We directly add the value of capacitances. In the series, I told you the equivalent capacitance is always less than the least value of capacitor in the circuit, right? But in this case, the equivalent capacitance will be more than the highest value of capacitance. Obviously, let's say suppose we have this is 1 microfarad, 2 microfarad, 3 microfarad. So 3 microfarad is the highest capacitance. When you add, then you will get 6 microfarad. So the equivalent capacitance is more than the highest value of the capacitance. So this is how we can calculate the capacitance in the parallel case. Some special cases of parallel combination I'll do in the next video. Also, I'll explain you some important numerical based on this series and parallel combination. You can try the numerical from your book also. Thank you very much.